Good afternoon and welcome to the latest installment of What's Hot in the World of Heavy Metal, Progressive Rock, Jazz Fusion with Sea of Tranquility. I am the Sea of Tranquility publisher, Pete Pardo, and it is Sunday, September the 7th. So welcome, week number 2. We're going to look at some of our latest releases here. What's good, what you should be paying attention to, and maybe what's not so good. So we're going to start off with some folks from the old guard. The latest from Judas Priest, Redeemer of Souls. If you haven't heard this double disc set yet, you really need to. This is just classic Judas Priest, sounding better than ever. In fact, I think this is the best thing they've done since Painkiller. But it also has got little bits and pieces of Priest from throughout their career. So if you like some of the 70s stuff, there's a bit of that here, as well as the little more accessible 80s material and the really, really heavy early 90s stuff. So Priest is back, better than ever, Redeemer of Souls. Again, this is the 2-disc set. It's got a bonus disc with 5 extra tracks, not on the single disc version. Really, really good stuff. It's going to be on the top of a lot of people's best of lists for the year. Progressive rock icons, yes. Heaven and Earth. I don't know. It's okay. It's not great. You know, songs are light, airy, melodic, great vocals. John Davison, also the singer from Glass Hammer, a veteran prog band from Tennessee. The rest of the band sounds a little, maybe too laid back. So I kind of dig it. Songs are good, they're memorable, but if you're like looking for that old Yes Fire and all that magical musical interplay, sadly there's not a lot of that here. But you know, it grows on you. A lot of people really not digging this at all, but you know, give it some time. It's actually not that terrible. Uriah Heep, Outsider. This has been out for a couple months already, but I wanted to make mention of it today. This is outstanding. I mean, these guys just are as good as they ever were. If you gave up on Uriah Heep a long time ago, or all you really know is some of the 70s stuff and kind of thought that maybe they broke up or disappeared from the scene, no. This is great. Their last, 3 studio albums have been tremendous. This is just great, melodic, heavy rock, Hammond organ, a lot of guitar work, great vocals, memorable songs. It's just fantastic. Out on Frontiers Records, which is home to so many great acts, especially from the old days. Also on Frontiers Records, Night Ranger. This one's called High Road. Another really, really great album. It's classic Night Ranger. It's catchy, it's melodic, great guitar work. This one comes with a bonus DVD. It's the deluxe edition. Just classic Night Ranger. I mean, it's just what you've come to expect from them. Their last couple albums have been really, really strong. This continues that. Joel Hoekstra, who's been their guitar player, their second guitar player now, next to Brad Gillis for a number of years, recently left the band to join Whitesnake. So we'll be sad to see him go. I'm sure they'll get someone to replace him who's pretty incredible, just like they always do. But check this out. Let's see, to some more familiar bands of recent memory. The new Arch Enemy, War Eternal. Where do I go with this one? You know, I've been an Arch Enemy fan for a long time. I've always kind of liked them. The last couple of years, you know, the stuff to me is kind of starting to sound the same. You know, still great guitar work, but the material's a little formulaic. You know, the first couple times I heard this CD, I really wasn't digging it much. They've got a new vocalist from The Agonist, has replaced Angela Gassau, who left the band to just strictly manage the band. I guess she got kind of burnt out from all the touring and whatnot. You know, again, another one of those, it's a little bit of a grower. After repeated listens, you know, you can't deny the guitar work in Arch Enemy, and there's just some killer guitar work here. You know, it's basically your melodic, thrashy death metal. Just great lead guitar work, a lot of great riffs. You know, a couple of the tunes are really memorable. Some of it's kind of generic sounding. So, you know, it's not a classic Arch Enemy album by any means, but it's pretty damn decent. So, again, one of those ones that in the beginning, not really that into, but over time, it's really kind of grown on me. So, you know, check it out. U.S. band, Gray Skies Fallen, The Many Sides of Truth. This is actually really, really good. This is kind of like these guys are like more like a death metal, progressive death metal, a little black metal, atmospheric at times, a little avant-garde, a lot of stuff going on. It's very epic. I think you'll like it if you like adventurous extreme metal. That's on the tad progressive side. Speaking of progressive, the D Project, Making Sense. This is a really, really fun CD. These guys are prog through and through. Some of it's a little on the heavy side. Some of it's got a little jazz fusion influence. but there's some really good guitar work, great vocals. There's some saxophone on a couple tunes that give it that jazzy edge, but a very underrated band that you probably never heard about, so check it out. Good stuff. From Finland, Amberian Dawn, Magic Forest. You know, I like this, but it's just so derivative of the Nightwish style that at times I'm kind of like, yeah, I dig it, but it's just so unoriginal, but so well done. So, you know, if you like the female-fronted symphonic power metal thing, you'll really like this. It's really well done. The vocals are fantastic. Keyboards are great. Heavy riffs. It's just so familiar sounding. If you don't mind that, check it out. It's good stuff. Live album from progressive metal act Redemption. Most of you know that's the side band of Ray Alder, lead singer from Fate's Warning. I'll be honest with you, I actually like Redemption better than anything Fate's Warning has done in quite a while. Not that I don't like Fate's Warning, what, you know, the more recent material I do, but this band is just so much better. So this is a double live album, and actually it's a single live album with a bonus DVD. It's got most of the best Fate's Warning material, sung, you know, obviously done in a live environment from a recent tour. Really good. These guys are just pros, just great progressive metal. Polish stoner band, Corruption, Devil Share. Decent. You know, these guys have been around for a long time, and there's no surprises here. If you've heard any Corruption album in the past, you know what to expect. You know, again, they do the Orange Goblin sort of thing, Caius down to a T. It's good, maybe not overly memorable, but a solid album. Not anything that's going to, you know, totally shake your world or change the face of heavy metal by any means, but it's pretty good. I want to quickly talk about a couple bands that are kind of doing that 70s style hard rock thing really well. The Sox, awful band name, great CD. This is just killer 70s style hard rock and metal. Great riffs, you know, bluesy guitar leads, powerful vocals. Check it out, really good. They're on Small Stone Records. Another similar type band called Greenleaf. This is Trails and Passes. Again, if you like that heavy 70s blues rock, hard rock, early metal, proto metal, whatever you want to call it style, this is a really solid album. And then we've got the full-length debut from Blues Pills, which is comprised of musicians from Sweden, the United States, and France. I mean, these guys are fantastic. More of a blues rock style. The lead singer, who's fantastic, kind of has got this Janis Joplin meets Beth Hart thing going on. The guitar player is like 17 or 18 years old. In fact, the whole band is like younger than 21. The guitar player is fantastic. He's got a little bit of Paul Kossoff from Free going on in him, and it's just really smoky, sultry, hard rock and blues rock. Fantastic. I mean, and if you get the version, it's got a DVD of a live performance of theirs from last year. You can just see why everybody's talking about this band and why they're so hot. Blues Pills. Remember that name. Check them out. Some other stuff we've got, what I don't have physical copies of right now. You are listening to the brand new one from Chicago's Ion Vein, self-titled. Really great stuff. And if you like Brainstorm or Redemption, or you know, any number of that, or even Nevermore, you'll love this. Really good stuff. Produced by Neil Kearney, so you can't go wrong there. I want to make mention of the new Cannibal Corpse, the Skeletal Domain. You know, Cannibal Corpse, one of the best death metal bands out there. The new one is just fantastic. It's well produced. It's brutal. It's technical. It's just so much great guitar work on there. Complex. It's just well worth you looking into. Some Blu-rays. Jeff Littell's Ian Anderson, Thick as a Brick, live in Iceland. They do all of Thick as a Brick 1 and 2 straight through. Fantastic. ZZ Top live at Montrose from last year. If you love ZZ Top, you'll love this. Play most of their best stuff. This is fantastic. Toto live in Poland. 35th anniversary tour. Again, these are all Eagle Rock releases. Really good stuff. Alice Cooper fans, welcome to his Nightmare documentary on the life of Alice Cooper. Fascinating stuff. If you're an Alice fan, even if you're not, it's fascinating viewing. And then we've got, for jazz fans, Charles Lloyd, Arrows into Infinity, a documentary on the life and musical career of the famous trumpet player Charles Lloyd. This is an ECM release. This is the way to do a the musical documentary, and it's just fantastic. So that's what I got for you this week. I do also want, before I go, want to mention we're going to start doing something new starting in the next episode called Forgotten Favorites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pulling out some stuff from the vaults, some old favorites of mine that maybe didn't get a lot of play as far as the mainstream level goes, but stuff that's always been near and dear to my heart. Want to make sure you're aware of them. So I'll be pulling that out starting next week. So be good, rock on, and make sure you're following the website, www.seaoftranquility.org, and we'll see you next time on What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Cheers.